Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more EarthBound Beginnings. Last time, oh boy do we have a list, we went to the desert. We took several flights in a veteran's plane. We were able to steal his tank and take it all the way out. Well, I guess we didn't steal it, but I mean, we might as well have, because we took it all the way out to these ruins in the middle of the desert, fought a gigantic android hellbent on killing us, thereby destroying the tank entirely. And this is all after we also heard a cactus sing to us, and we also, oh, what else did we do? Oh yeah, we stepped on a landmine in the desert. And then after that, we went into a cave full of monkeys and somehow wound up in Magicant. Yeah. This time, since we are in Magicant, I think it is high time that we settled a bit of a score that we have here in Magicant. How many times can I redundantly say Magicant? I think it's probably quite a few. Anyway, we don't actually want to spend a whole lot of time in Magicant proper. We actually want to head all the way over here to the, what are they? The catacombs? The caverns? Whatever they're called, because there is a beast down there that we want to fight. And in addition, there is also an item that I really think we ought to grab. Nice thing is, we have a lot of open inventory space after turning in all those tickets, so is it this one? Yes. So we have a lot of inventory space to fill up with stuff. Okay, I think it is right, left, left, right. Yeah, there we go, I still got it. Alrighty, so we're going to be navigating our way through these caves here, and honestly, all these enemies are probably going to be very trivial. Don't get used to that, because pretty much from here on out, as I understand it, things are going to be anything but trivial, so this should be interesting going forward here. There was magic herb. Nintendo gets magic herb. Alright. Anyway, let's head down here, and I believe this next box over here contains a PSI stone, correct? Yes. The way PSI stones work, I didn't actually know this before now, the way they work is you can use them to restore power points, and you can do that a random number of times before they will just altogether vanish from your inventory. Anyway, what I am about to do here requires Nintendo to be at least level 25, which means if you are going for a low-level run, Nintendo must be at least level 25, otherwise this game is impossible to complete, because this is something that is required if you are not going to be abusing any glitches of any kind. Anyway, let us check out the dragon. Feeling Nintendo's presence, the dragon awoke. You must defeat me to earn my musical note. This here is the dragon, and even though it looks like it came flying right out of Pete's Dragon from Disney, it is anything but. This is actually a really powerful enemy, so you really want to be careful when fighting this guy. I'm going to try and bank on getting a nice, good smash attack from Nintendo, and I think we will have Lloyd use the plasma beam, and one thing that the guide I'm using really recommends, and I can definitely get behind this, is have Anna use PSI block, because this thing has quite a few PSI powers, and if you can successfully get PSI block to trigger, he will start to waste turns trying to cast PSI when he is unable to do so. So we're just going to do that. Alright, 54 damage, that is not a lot. Anna suffers 135 damage. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay, I'm pretty sure this enemy has like 600 health, so we have a bit of a problem. Alright, Nintendo, what offensive powers do you actually have? Not a lot. In fact, I don't think you have any at all. Alright, we are going to have Nintendo use, This suddenly became very awkward. Alright, let's try super healing on Anna, and then let us have Lloyd do, what goods do you have? You know what, we've had this bottle rocket for a while, so let's try that. Alright, Anna has been brought back, and I just realized, I think Anna was like not even healed. That's a big derp on my part, and wow, that bottle rocket did nothing. Okay, what goods does Nintendo have anyway? Not a whole lot. Alright, let us just fight the dragon. We'll have Lloyd use the plasma beam again, because that seems to have been working alright. And if Anna can please survive this turn, we are going to PSI block that dragon. Alright, another 51 damage. A strange cry. What does that do? Anna's defense decreased by 39. Well, it doesn't matter. He can one-shot us anyway. Alright, PSI has been blocked. Very good. Now, hopefully it will actually start to waste turns using PSI powers, because it actually hasn't been doing that as of right now. Alright, we are going to do that, and I think I'm going to try and see if Anna can get off Freeze Gamma, because what Freeze Gamma does, and I don't think it does this in any of the other EarthBound games, in this particular EarthBound game, Freeze Gamma will lower the enemy's HP to a random single-digit value, which the game refers to as critical state. If we can get that off, we're as good right here. 98 damage, okay. Wow. Alright, how much is that going to do? Dragon situation became critical. Lloyd's attack should kill it. Yes, there we go. Alright, that is how you strategize in this game. Holy cow, and it gives out a lot of experience, which is super nice. Anyway, check it again. The dragon crooned his tune without much hesitation. The song went something like this. Ninten remembered the tune. And with that, we now have 6 melodies, which is awesome. Anyway, I want to go into my PSI really quickly, and I'm going to life up Gamma Ninten. Recovered by 206. Alright, that was definitely a scary fight. Honestly, you can do this fight whenever you want, so if you want to come back later on because you're a little bit nervous about being able to take on this enemy, no harm in doing that at all, so you can definitely wait to fight this enemy. Anyway, I highly recommend you finally check this box to obtain the sword. You want this. It wasn't useful before, but it's going to come in very, very handy coming up soon here, which is very, very nice. Alright, anyway, with that, I think we are ready to head back out of these caves if we can get out without having to fight these enemies, although, honestly, after what we just went through, I think we can take on everything else in this cave with very, very little issue, which I am definitely thankful for. Alrighty, and with that, we are back out of Magicant in this cave. However, this is actually a different cave from the one we exited before. Now, we exit south of the Yucca Desert. I believe it's Start that opens up the map? Yeah, this is where we are right now, and you'll notice we are very close to an area called Youngtown, which is important. That is actually where we are going next. One thing you might notice, the enemies here mean business. Right around here is where the game starts to ramp up pretty seriously. Although we can still one-shot these enemies pretty well, something tells me it's not going to be as sure of a thing, and also if they can get a hit off on us, we might run into trouble. Difficulty is going to be pretty serious going forward, so we're probably going to have multiple in-between episode grind sessions before the end of the game, just because I'm really concerned about the difficulty. I really don't want to have too difficult of a time, and honestly, I don't foresee any scenario in which we finish the game with Ninten below level 45, which might be a little overkill by some people's standards, but you have to remember I've never personally played this game before, and it is notorious for being very difficult, so if I can turn it into a cakewalk, so be it. Although, as I understand it, it's practically impossible to turn this game into a cakewalk. And wow, it actually dropped a PSI stone. That's actually really, really super duper helpful. Alrighty. And we are having a lot of enemies appearing here. Alright, I'm gonna fight you. If Lloyd can actually get the... which one is it? Super Spray off, then sure, we'll do it. But I think Ninten's probably gonna one-shot this guy. Yeah. Very nice. Alright. We can get more experience. I will definitely be a huge fan of that. Alright, here are the train tracks. We actually want to cross them and go this way, I think is the best way to get to where it is we want to go. So we can loop around these trees right here. And as you might imagine, if you walk north from here... Ooh, red snake. Oh, please don't run. Please don't run. These guys give a lot of experience if you can take them out. Unfortunately, they actually dish out some pretty serious hits, which is unfortunate. But just watch our experience if we can beat them. Please don't run, please don't run, please don't run. Okay, good. No! Oh, he ran away. Oh well, I guess I got to show that a couple episodes ago, or it might have been last episode, so not too terrible. Anyway, if you walk north of here, you will run into the Yucca Desert, which is definitely intriguing. So you can actually bypass that Magicant visit altogether and just walk south and pick up right here. There's a lot of things you can do out of order in this game. Anyway, let's see here. I don't know which one it is we just got, but I'm guessing it was Life Up High, if I had to guess. And since Ninten's level 38, that darned well might be the last PSI power that Ninten will ever learn, period, which is kind of insane. Alright, right here is the train station. However, come over here and talk to this guy. The trains have stopped. The track was ruined. It's the end of the world, and you just ask questions. Stop asking so many questions or I'll start to cry. Yep, I believe if we check our map, we have to go outside to check the map. I believe if we check our map, you will see that it looks like... Actually, no. We're not actually where I thought we were. I thought we had seen a break in the tracks before, but that was actually down by Spookan where the break in the tracks was. So maybe there's another break that we must have missed. Or I showed it on screen and I just completely forgot about it, which is also entirely possible. Anyway, head down here. Wow, no more encounters. Nice. Can we just walk down here? Game? Thank you. Anyway, talk to this guy. Halt. Who goes there? Boo-hoo. I want you guys to listen to this music real quick. This music plays in the Polestar Preschool in Tucson in the Super Nintendo EarthBound game. Really, really cool. A lot of the highlights of EarthBound in terms of music actually came from here, and this is not the last example we are going to be seeing of this. Anyway, we want to talk to a couple of the children around here to get some details on what's going on. Please bring back our mom and dad. Please. I beg you. Please hold me. It's so sad. Hold me. Try as you might, all you will find in this town are children. A big ship from the sky took Mom and Dad away. You might recall Anna told us a similar story when we met her about how her mother had vanished. Very interesting and creepy stuff. I heard my dad's voice coming from the mountains. But the mountains are beyond the town of LA. It's so far away, I can't make that journey. Intriguing indeed, intriguing indeed. There is one thing in this town above all other things that you really, really want to get. So I'm just going to pull up a map really quick because it's kind of hard to tell what's what in this game, because as you can see, it looks like we're just wandering around all over. I think this might be it. No, this is just an empty building, because of course it is, but it looks like the only other enterable buildings... Actually, no, there's one all the way back here, which is honestly probably the one I want, because just like old Nintendo games to hide really important stuff out of the way... Alright, is it this house? Yes, it is. Mom told me this baby has mystic power. Oh yes, my name is Tom Garrickson. I like to introduce myself. It's my hobby. I really like that guy. Fun stuff. Anyway, right here, as you can see, this is obviously a baby, and the baby cannot speak. But if we go into our PSI and attempt to use telepathy, yes, even though my body is that of a baby, like you, I possess psychic abilities. I know the power of teleportation. Use this power to return to a place you've been to. The baby taught them his power of teleportation. And with that, if we go into our PSI, Ninten has teleport, and Anna also has teleport. This functions identically to the teleport function in the original EarthBound. Just find a super long straightaway and use teleport, and you will go flying off to a past place that you visited. You're allowed to select where you go, and as you visit new towns, more places will open up. But honestly, the way I'm playing through this game, it's very unlikely that I'll actually have to use it. But one thing that is super useful is if you actually Onyx hook back to Magicant, you are able to warp back to where you were using teleport, which is super useful. What does this sign say? Looks like it says Jack. No problem. I don't know, looks like it says Jack to me. Or maybe that's it, maybe that's the joke. It says Jack as in it says nothing. I don't know, I doubt the developers had that much foresight. Anyway, right here, we have a shop. Very, very importantly here is there is an item here that actually outclasses the boomerang that we have equipped to Lloyd. We need to get, we need to get $1,400 out of the ATM to buy this item because it is a really good item. Alright, gonna overshoot it by a little bit just because I want to be able to also make a phone call. So let's see, I think we want $685? Yeah, still got it. Alright, welcome. What can I sell you? We want to buy the air gun. You mean air gun? Yes. Thank you very much. Please visit us again. Do you want anything else? No. Thank you very much. Please visit us again. Alright, as you can see, we can't actually sell anything here, which is definitely interesting. Anyhow, we want to go over here, and I think Lloyd can't really use this, so we are going to give it to Anna. And then, we are also going to go into our goods, and I think, just to be safe, I think something happens later in the game involving Lloyd. I think his inventory is preserved when you do that, but just in case it's not, I'm giving the sword to Anna. Anyway, I'm going to go into our goods and give the air gun to Lloyd. And then we can go over to Lloyd and we can use this air gun. I believe this will only upgrade his offense by like 2 over the boomerang, but honestly, 2's better than 0, right? Anyhow, right on in here, I believe it's this person also has some important stuff for us. Well, Dad isn't home and I don't care about money, so if you need a place to stay, feel free to stay here tonight. For free. Sleep tight and don't let the bedbugs bite. In this town, there is free healing. Good morning, please come back again someday. If you do, I may not get quite so lonely here. The free healing thing is very important. Now, saving is not free, but honestly, it's $1. And as you could tell by us going into the ATM just now, we are swimming in money. So this is a fantastic place to grind for levels. And one of the last places in the entire game to grind for levels. There's only one place beyond this where I'd also recommend it. Anyway, with that, considering you probably know what I'm going to be doing after we cut the video here, I think I am going to pick up the phone. This is your dad. I've transferred $2,856 into your account just from the very few enemies we fought this episode. Yeah. After the amount you've spent, the balance is $42,418. See, spending $1 at the payphone is not going to break the bank unless I want to save the game 42,500 times. Spend your money wisely. Well, the next level requires $36.77 for Ninten, $28.47 for Lloyd, and $21.51 for Anna. By the way, do you want to save? Absolutely, sir. Okay, but I was thinking of going to sleep now. I've saved your progress so far. Good night, and we shall rest. See you later. Remember, push in and hold reset while turning the power off, okay? Slam. So, this past episode, we ventured back into the Crystal Caverns of Magicant, and we finally battled the dreaded dragon. Even though you can fight him as early as level 25, That guy's crazy. Definitely make use of freeze gamma whenever you can. And then, after emerging from the Crystal Caverns, we found ourselves in Youngtown, which, true to its name, is full of almost entirely children because the parents have apparently been abducted by a spaceship that apparently makes base on a nearby mountain. Definitely interesting. In between episodes, I am of course going to be grinding levels. I don't have a specific threshold in mind, but next episode you'll see what I wound up settling for. And next time on EarthBound Beginnings, we are going to be proceeding ever further, and hopefully getting more leads as to what is up with this mysterious mountain and the force that lies atop it. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.